today we are looking at a game called Verdant Hue. This is currently available on Steam, just was released July 26th as part of a group of games called Help the Game, actually is the category, 13 games, all brought to you by developers helping children of war. And this specific game is essentially a farm sim, I guess you could call that, and you're taking over the role of a young man whose family unfortunately has died in recent attacks, and you are challenged with bringing the farm back to life, and that is exactly what we try to do in this game. You can see it is a very basic sim. It is not terrible. I had some fun. It's a good time passing game. You proceed initially with very little. You are able to hoe down some land, yes, I love saying that, and plant some seeds, and as time progresses, you build up new tools, you unlock things. There's a shovel, there's an axe, water can, fertilizer. All of these things, as you progress, you unlock, and eventually you want to clear this land. Every play session has a different game board, as you can see it, and you have to spend your day appropriately, as you can see on the bottom left side is the daytime, and it flies along. You spend quite a bit of time gathering water and fertilizer in the later stages, so it is imperative that you spend your time appropriately. And as you progress along, you are presented with mail in that mailbox you can see, and these are villagers that you can choose to help or not to help. And what you find is they will request certain amounts of produce, you grow it, you donate it, and in return you will eventually receive back seeds of new plants that you do not have. And what you will find is that other letters will require seeds that you do not start the game with. You do start with very simple blackberries, grapes, roses, oranges, things of the sort. And you plant and you watch them grow. Eventually, I said you do get fertilizer, and yes, this is imperative to use because it does speed up the growth tremendously. And I do believe it also gives you a greater yield. The game itself is pretty straightforward. There are not a lot of terrible things about it. I will say some of the things I do not like. One is the movement. It is a point and click, and unfortunately, if you click somewhere errantly or you change your mind, you have to wait for your character to get to that spot before you can go to somewhere new. You cannot alter the course of movement in between clicks. So if you point across the board and you change your mind, you're in some trouble. That is why initially at every beginning day, new day, I would pretty much got into the habit of getting water and fertilizer before going to the plants. The other thing I've noticed is there will, at least from what I've seen, there is absolutely no way you can plant, harvest, water, whatever you want to call it, a full field in one day. There just is not enough time. You would have to go back and forth into the water supply and the fertilizers, and you just do not have the time for that. So it is imperative that you spend your time appropriately. The other thing that I noticed that I did not necessarily like, and I'm hoping this was just a one-time bug. Once I completed my first turn in, I got a screen that said, hey, you received 9 of these new seeds. I could not get that screen to go away. I have to basically start a brand new game. There you see it right there. So Verdant Hue is the name of the game. Again, I actually, if you're going to support the charity, please do. I actually would do that anyways, but it is not a bad time spent in this game. So if you enjoy it, please subscribe. Please, if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. If you enjoy the game, check it out. Like I said, it's part of a huge bundle of 13 games, which I would definitely support if you could. And there was me going wild trying to get rid of this screen. I could not, but nonetheless, it is a fun game. Please check it out.